Top of it. All right, we back at it again. Just waiting to see for a few people to get on here so we can kick this thing off. I'm gonna give it a few minutes and we're gonna kick it off anyway. You know, I always, I always like to start the show out with, with some stories, with some street stories about what's going on in the world. And first of all, first of all, for you 9 to 5ers, when you get a little position in your job, don't 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 take it to your doggone head. You know, some of us once they put it, some of us some of you guys that's working that, some of you 9 to 5ers that's working your job, you get a title, and then you think that that you running the business. You a manager, you a a supervisor, you a mini supervisor, whichever one it is that you are, whatever position that you've given in your job. I'm just saying, do not let that go to your head because you got to remember, you working for somebody else. You just, they didn't give you your position because they saw something in you. Okay, let me not your, they didn't give you your title. So all I'm saying is that just continue to be a human being and continue to be the same person you was before they gave you the doggone title of manager or supervisor or whatever title that they give you. It's just the same. It's just a shame that we that you give you a title, then you turn into a doggone asshole. And got this from a doggone one of my family members. He got my cousin the job. He trained my cousin for the job. Okay. After a year, a position came open. A position came open, and they gave the job to my cousin or my other cousin that had trained him. Okay, so now he's the manager. Like, wow, manager, like that's something big. Anyway, he turned into somebody, or my cousin, he turned into somebody he didn't know. The whole plant started disliking him. So all I'm saying is that you give him the title on, you give him the title on that 9 to 5. Hey man, don't take it to heart, man. Don't take it so doggone serious. And I'm saying I said all that to build up to something to something that I actually read in the news. And it's so this fast food worker, a brother pulls through the drive through, and the guy gives him his order, and the brother asks for some extra mayonnaise. So the brother say, "We ain't got no, we ain't got no, no. I gave you, the amount of mayonnaise that I'm required to give you. I ain't giving you no more mayonnaise." And then the brother who didn't pay for the food, and he's actually allowed to get some extra mayonnaise, or even if he have to pay for it, but just to tell him, man, no, I ain't giving you none, because you asked me 3 times for it, I'm not giving you none. So then the brother, that's driving through the drive-through, he's like, you know what, man, take that mayonnaise and stick it up your ass, man. So the manager, who they then gave his title, the manager, he didn't have the title. He's a manager. He didn't have the title for 1 week because the man keep asking for mayonnaise. This fool in the window, he pulls out his gun and he shoots the man that's in the drive-through just because he asked for some more mayonnaise. I'm saying that to say, hey man, stop taking these titles so doggone serious. Now this man gonna spend 10 or 20 years in jail because he made manager and took the title to his head. You shoot the man just because the man demanded some mayonnaise, you know, just because he's like, well, they made me manager. I have to stick by the rules. He could have said, well, man, you can get some more mayonnaise, but I'm gonna have to charge you for the mayonnaise. He could have said anything. Plus, it's like, haven't you noticed when you working at one of these fast food places that the managers and stuff, haven't you noticed that when you work with them, they act like it's their store? You trying to, you take a meal and you eat it, and you don't pay for it. You the manager, so you're gonna go tell, hey man, all y'all that's got these positions that have a title on them, stop letting it go to your head, because you better remember, it ain't even your joint that you working for. You working for somebody else. So I just had to bring that story to y'all, man, because it's a lot of y'all probably on the screen watching right now that's a manager or a supervisor or whatever, and you probably act like a doggone asshole. Don't let that position go to your head, because when the smoke clear, it ain't even your spot. It ain't even your place. You working for somebody else. So just remember that. Now I got to come with this other story. So this brother and this girl, they just got busted because they groomed this broad, got her hair done, dressed her up in and put her on the track. And then the guy, he was like across the street watching her. But the thing about it was, the girl the lady that they put down, she's a special needs person. So they didn't call the case, for pimping and turning out a special needs person. Now listen, man. First of all, I'm gonna start off talking to the pimping. I'm gonna start off talking to those of you that got it in your mind. You done read a couple of books, you done saw a couple of movies, you done heard a few stories, and now you got it in your mind that you want to pimp. So you figure that the best way you go about it, is try to turn your little girlfriend out. Or if not, you're gonna try to find a girl to turn out. You ain't got no knowledge, you don't know nothing. You ain't talked to Nam pimp, you ain't talked to Nam vet, you ain't talked to nobody. But now you think you can pimp. Say, I'm just here to let you know, before you even thinking about, first of all, pimping, it might look glorious from the outside looking in, but trust and believe, out of 10 men, you might find one good pimp out those 10. You might find one that the pimping is made for him. Throughout my 30 years that I was in the game, I went through this. I had this debate with several pimps, and the debate is this. To me, I always say, and I still say, that pimps are called, and pimps are chosen. You know why I say that? How many men, put it like this, it's hard for most of y'all to control one bitch. So imagine a man, he got three bras, he got 4 bras, he got 5, 6, and he's maintaining all of them. He's maintaining all these different households. He's maintaining all these different minds. He's keeping all these ladies in check, in control. And I repeat, it's hard for most of y'all on this screen, to even hold one bitch down, let alone more than that. And I see the thing that's going on and been going on for the last 10 years as far as what I hear and what I see, on the doggone streets. And that's a total disrespect for men. Last 10 years, I noticed that that more females is calling men bitches than men is calling females bitches. Now that shit right there really bothers me. That comes from that is a total that's a total lack of respect. I don't know, I don't know what y'all spitting at these females nowadays, or I don't know where these females coming from. Just like I said, in my last two videos, I'm saying the same thing now. My son, he 40. I talked to him. I talked to 15 different men between 25 and 40. And they all told me the same story, which I said on another show. I just have to keep repeating it because I just can't believe it. I can't believe this shit. I can't believe that this is what's going on nowadays. That most of these ladies, before you take them out, they want either their nails done, they want their hair done. Some of them want an outfit. You getting ready to take them out. Some of them even want an outfit. And if you can't do none of that, then they think you broke. Now this this is the doggone news that I'm getting. Man, is it really like that out there? I'm finna give y'all my phone number, man. I need y'all to I think this was the third show I done, the fourth show, and each time, I'm trying to get you guys to call in and give me some feedback, ask me a question. I'm still Tay. It's okay for you to speak up, man. All we gonna do is pop it. But but I'm saying, you were square. You didn't have one girlfriend. You ain't got no good cash hand. You probably didn't finish high school, so your brain probably ain't that sharp. You done stumbled through a couple of books. You done saw a couple of movies. What make you think that you can pimp? And before you even thinking about pimping, I want y'all to, I want you, you new booties that's thinking about jumping in the game. I just want you to realize this right here. First of all, you stepping out into the streets. Your life getting ready to be the streets. A lot of y'all, you ain't built for that. A lot of y'all ain't nowhere near, talking about pimping on a bitch. You wouldn't last a week on the streets. The streets gonna do two things to you. They're gonna toughen you up, and make you street ready, or they're gonna take your motherfucking life. That's the two things street gonna do for you. When you jumping off the porch before you ready. I take 10 of y'all right now that's on this screen. 10 of y'all that think you want to be a pimp. And I say what I said earlier. Out of 10 of y'all, maybe one of y'all might make it. Maybe two. And one of the main reasons being, because you don't get no knowledge before you jump off the porch. That not only goes into pimping, that goes in for the 9-to-5ers also. How dare you think that you can just jump into something that has to do with the streets, and you don't know nothing about the streets. You ain't never been out there. You got a couple of friends that they out there, but they don't even really mess with you. They say hi and bye to you because they belong to the streets, because that's their living. They ain't got time for nobody trying to be. To me, before you can even think about being a doggone pimp, you got to know who you are first. That's not only in the pimping world. That goes for the 9-to-5ers too. And I say this in every doggone video that I do. You can't even think about being anything in this world without having you fixed first. Having you fixed is to be in control of your doggone temper. That's first. To me, that's the foundation for being to being real. I started to say that's the foundation for being a man, you know. But it is also, if you cannot control your temper, you ain't gonna even last through no doggone relationships. You ain't gonna have, if you can't control your temper, you ain't gonna have a bitch but 5 minutes. Because you so obvious. It's like you a big window pane. You a big piece of glass. And every time you open up your mouth, I see through you. The whole world see you. The whole world see that you can't control your emotions. The whole world see that somebody try to give you some criticism. You get upset. Somebody try to pull your coattail about some faults that you got. Maybe your breath stink. Say, man, we cool, we friends, man, but say, man, we gotta do something about your breath. Your breath stank, man. Maybe that's why you ain't catching no females. Say, man, you gotta stop wearing that same pair of shoes out every weekend. Say, man, you gotta start getting some manicures, man. Look at your hands, man. Hands look like you grab dirt for a living. Might as well call you Arcan motherfucking Harry. Say, man, you got some kind of, I know you took a shower, man, but some men, even after they take a shower, some men just have a little funny odor. That's the purpose of cologne. I know a few dudes, they got this saying, or they say, they shower every other day. How dare you? Man, keep yourself clean, man. All this, I'm saying, these are just minor, regular things. But I'm saying, talking about jumping into the pimping, and you don't even do none of these things right here that I just mentioned. And these are just minor, regular things that men do. Right now, all of y'all on the screen, you ain't got to tell me, but just, take a look at how many bottles of cologne you got on your dresser. Take a look at how many keys you got on your key ring. That's how you know if you're being busy or not. You might say, "Oh man, I don't know what you're talking about the cologne." Hey man, just think about it, man. Think about it, man. You're trying to have a lady, whether you're 9 to 5 or whether you're in the pimping. Every day, you got to look good. You got to smell good. Every day, you got to be groomed. I don't give a fuck what you do in life. That's first right there. First impression, talking about having a bitch, first impression, that's everything. Whether you're trying to have a bitch, whether you're going to buy a car, whether you're going to get a job, no matter whether you're going to a party, no matter what you're doing, being groomed, that's second. But first, foundation, learning to control that temper. That's first, foundation. The next one, staying groomed. The next one, number 3, having a motherfucking conversation. Having something to really say to a bitch. See, a lot of y'all, you got it in your mind that you want this bad bitch. We all want some bad bitches. Because that's what men do. We want to have a bad bitch by our side. And I bet a lot of y'all, you didn't have the opportunity several times. And you know why you didn't take advantage of it? Because that self-confidence wasn't popping like it's supposed to be. You want that bad bitch, but are you really prepared to have that bad bitch? Are you? Is your conversation intact? Were you gonna give her a straight 20-minute conversation with I'm saying with no airtime, saying something that's gonna interest her and that's gonna keep her there listening more to you? Not only when it comes to having a doggone female, but life itself. It's about them three P's: planning, preparing, and popping it. I made that video. I think I made that video about that maybe about shit. I think that was about 4 or 5 years ago. But that's what life is about: planning, preparing, and popping it. See, a lot of you guys, y'all got skills, man. A lot of y'all got skills. A lot of you guys got skills that you don't even know. That's why you ain't winning. Because the way you win is finding out what you do best. Finding out what you do better than anybody else. Because once you find out what you do better than anybody else, man, the world gonna be yours. A lot of men and women go through their lifetime, you know, never knowing what they do best in life. Never realizing, what that gift that you've been given, that hidden gift that only you can discover. And once you discover that gift, if you ready, you're going to have everything you want. And how do you get it? Okay, Tay, well, how you discover that gift? How do you discover that gift? By discovering you, knowing who you are, finding who you are, knowing what makes you tick, knowing what makes you laugh, what makes you cry, knowing these things. And then putting those things within you so that can't nobody push your button. Only way your button get pushed is when you decide to push it. Just like the other night, me and my bro, we walking down the strip, just taking the night in, walk by some dudes, like 3 dudes, don't matter what color they was, we gonna walk by them, and what I'm yet, soon as we get past, soon as we pass them, they say, one of them say, oh man, that's a bad bitch, And then another one say, yeah, man, that bitch is bad, man. I don't know why she with that little short motherfucker. See, the average one of y'all would have just flipped and turned around and said something. Me, I didn't even turn around. Because I figured this right here, Man, words is just words, I put my arm out. Put your arm out in front of you. You put your arm out in front of you. That space right there at the tip of my finger, once you cross that, I'm getting in your motherfucking ass. Or once you cross that, we got a problem. But until then, you say what you want to say. I'm keeping on walking. And I backed that up, I lied a few minutes ago, I did look back. After I got a little ways away, I did turn around and look back. And you know what I did when I turned around and looked back? I just smiled. But they wasn't looking back. They just said what they said and moved on. Being able to control your emotions. See, one of y'all, y'all would have checked them motherfuckers. Y'all would have checked them, man. Y'all would have. But life ain't about that, man. Now you get up in my personal space, well then we got a problem. But until then, say what you want to say, man. Long as you ain't, long as you don't get too motherfucking disrespectful. Then I'm gonna move on, let that shit pass on by, man. Yep. So, life gives you 2 choices. This some taste shit right here. To me, life gives you 2 choices. Either you become part of the system, or you create your own system and win. I'm going to explain that. You working the job. You start working your job. Okay, the job you working, the job is interesting. These people, they making money. Okay. In your mind, what you're supposed to do is First of all, don't take the job unless you enjoy the job. The worst thing to do is have a job where you got to get up. It's dark outside. You got to be working 7:30, or maybe 8. But you get up, it's still dark outside. In your mind, you're like, man, I hate this motherfucking job. Man, I hate going to this shit. Don't have no job like that. But if you do have one like that, maybe that's good. You know why? That right there, that's some doggone incentive to hurry up and do something and make a move and get your ass off that funky ass motherfucking job. Work the job, study the job, see how it works. Figure out all the things that make this system work. Then create your own system. Work the job, learn the job, learn the ins and outs, build up your bankroll, and then once you build up your bankroll, start your own business. Tell that motherfucker to kiss your ass. Thanks for the knowledge. I'm going to do my thing. It's possible, man. More people could have businesses if they just took the time and stopped thinking about just working. It's okay to think about working, but what's the purpose? You just work what you just working what to save some money? I mean, okay, cool. It don't take you no 10 years on no motherfucking job to save no money, to start your own business. See, just a lot of y'all, you're just not even thinking about it. You ain't been thinking about it. You just think about grinding. Man, I'm going to keep putting in, instead of putting in 40 hours, I'm putting in 50 hours. Instead of putting in 50 hours, I'm putting in 60 hours. I'm working overtime every day. I'm grinding. You grinding, but shit, man, how long you going to grind? That's like life is passing you by. All the things you want to do in life, you just thinking about them. You're not doing them. You're just thinking about them. You're like a daydreamer. You used to sit in class, everybody doing their work. You one of them motherfuckers. Everybody doing their work, and you sitting up there daydreaming. It's okay to daydream. You was daydreaming because you knew that there was something bigger and better out there. But you forgot that you got to get through this first hurdle first. In order to win, the first thing that you got to do, this is, from a person that's, that seems and has some success, that came from the motherfucking mud. The first thing you got to do is erase all the obstacles that's in your way. Just think of anything, that will go wrong. Just think about that. Once you erase all the obstacles, then start to put your plan together. But get rid of the obstacles in your life first. Maybe the obstacles in your life, is the bitch that you fucking with. Maybe that's what's holding you back. You keep staying there because baby look good and the pussy good. But that's it. That's all y'all got in common, is the fucking. That's all y'all got in common. I just want a lot of y'all, man, to look inside and say, man, think about what I just said. Why you with baby? What are y'all doing for each other? Or are y'all doing anything for each other? Besides, the fucking, which is how a lot of you guys' lives is built. A motherfucker will get nose to you and talk shit to you, and you won't do nothing. But the motherfucker come up to you and whisper in your ear that he saw somebody, with your woman, you gonna kill him. I'm just saying, priorities. Why you with this woman? What are y'all doing for each other? Are y'all growing? Or are y'all just fucking? Or are y'all just fucking your life away? And that's all it is. That's all you got going. You can do that with any kind of female. I'm saying, man, life is short. Life is short. Stop wasting your time, man. If you with a broad and y'all winning, fine, man. But if y'all not winning, if y'all not progressing, if y'all not happy, man, get the fuck on, man. You look around, and you be having gray like a motherfucker, and you and the broad still making each other miserable. Come on, man. Your life is better. Your life is better than that. Your life is bigger than that. Plan, prepare, and pop it. Make sure that you straight first. Make sure that make sure you can control your temper. Make sure that the mate that you got, make sure that y'all are matched. I mean, sometimes it's just it's just good to just sit down in solitude and just think about, man, why I'm fucking with this broad, man. What is it doing for me? What is it doing for her? Or are we just wasting each other's time? It's like, you ever sit down and thought, man, man, why am I with this female? Do you ever do that? Do you ever sit down and wonder, I'm saying, do you have a plan for your life? Do you know why you working at 9 to 5 every day? I'm saying besides your car in your house or your car in your apartment. I'm saying besides that, man, you got to have a plan in life. Write it down. Plan what you're going to be doing for the next 3 years. Otherwise, you just running around with a chicken with his head cut off. Oh, hold on a second. I haven't even I'm just reading some of these comments. Move for a beat just been build strength. Okay. All I'm saying is, man, stop wasting your life, man. Stop wasting your life. Plus, this is something else that I think about. Okay, you with this lady. It's not a week that goes by that y'all don't have an argument. Y'all have an argument, then y'all have that makeup, and then it just continues. But this happens every week. There's always an argument with you and this broad. That's some toxic shit, man. But you continue to stay there and take it. Why? I don't know. But you gotta ask yourself that. Fix you, man. Make sure that you straight. Write your plans down. Write it down. Whatever you're thinking about doing, write it down. Erase the obstacles first, and then start with your plan for success. Sure, it's gonna be a grind, but what I'm saying is that right now, a couple of y'all on the screen, you probably been on your job, 7 years or more. You got collateral. You got power. You got some time in the job, and you got 7 years of banking experience. There's no way that you cannot find one of these organizations that's gonna give you some money to start your own business. You do not have to work 10 years on a job to open up your own business. You do not. If you have been working 10, you all set. All you got to do is take that leap of faith and do it. See, a lot of y'all scared to make a move, man. You scared. Hey, check this out right here. I know a guy right now. He had a settlement, and he got 300 racks. I think I mentioned it a couple of videos back. He got 300 racks. He didn't have this 300 racks for at least a year. Still trying to figure out what he gonna do with it. But in the meantime, he's living in a hotel. I'm like, man, does that make any sense to you guys? It makes no sense, man. I said, man, what are you waiting on to open your own business? Well, Tay, I'm still thinking about it, man. I don't want to I don't want to make the wrong mistake, man. I don't want to make the wrong move. I said, man, you tripping, man. I said, man, take 30,000 that doggone money, man, and create your own business, man. 300,000, 30,000. That's like spending, $100. I said, start living, man, or something gonna happen, man. Something gonna happen to you. You're gonna lose that 300,000, or something gonna happen to you. You ain't gonna be able to spend it. It don't make sense, man. The mind continues to move. The mind doesn't stand still. I ask him, man, do you want things in life? I said, what do you want, man? What do you want to do in life? Man, I want to start my own business, man. I want to live good. My mom gone, so I can't buy no house. So I want to live good. I just want to be successful. I said, man, you got 300 racks. You successful. Use the money. Live. I mean, see, a lot of y'all already know what y'all gonna do with that 300,000. First thing you do, you run into the motherfucking car lot. It ain't nothing wrong with that. Go get you a ride. Go get you a nice pinky. But all that you're gonna be able to get. All that shit can wait. Man, let me lay my foundation where I'm working with the key to success. You know what the key to success is? Consistency. You want to know how you win? Consistency. I say it in every video. Tell you how you win. Consistency. That's getting money every day and knowing what to do with it. Consistent money. If y'all don't know what consistency means, that means you getting it every day, consistently, time after time after time. You getting money, it don't stop. That's how you win. Consistency. It's a lot of foundations, man. But winning with knowing what to do with your money consistently, that's how you win. There's no way in the world that a man 40 years old don't know what to do with $300,000. There's no way in the world that it takes a whole year for a man to figure out what he gonna do with 300,000. It does not. Come on, man. You got to be a thinker. We've been kicking this show for 5 years now. Maybe, I don't know, could be longer. Some of y'all not listening to me. I'll say it again. Plan, prepare, and pop it. Write out your plan. Erase all the obstacles, what could happen. Write it all up on paper, where if necessary, you could take it to this company. This is why I want a small business loan. This is why. These are my plans right here. You might get it. Plan it, prepare it, and then pop it. Meaning plan it in your mind, prepare it on paper, and then make it happen. You can make it happen. You just don't think you can, or you're afraid to make the move. Man, jump out there, man. Jump out on faith. Believe in yourself. Get up off your ass and start your own business and stop working for the man. Call your own shots. You can do it, man. Because I can show. I did it. I did it. Not saying I'm no perfect example, because I came from the pimping. So I ain't really a perfect example, because, but I'm saying my dad did it. He started his own business 9 to 5, working, stacked his money. The same people that he was working for, he started the same kind of business, only he did it his way, and he won. So I say, it can be done. It's all on you. Start believing in you. See, a lot of y'all believe in the wrong thing. Plus a lot of you guys, you know, it's okay to build your broad up, but shit, don't forget about yourself. It's okay to build baby up. That's fine. I'm with you on that. But don't forget about you. Ain't nowhere in the world. Excuse me. Ain't nowhere in the world that that I'm gonna have baby sharp in the motherfucker. Just so she can't complain about I don't keep her sharp. Ain't nowhere in the world that I'm gonna keep the bitch sharp and I'm not gonna be sharp myself. That's self destruction right there. No, no, we ain't doing that. You know. Now, this plan that I got, I'm pulling her right on into the plan. She gonna be my right arm. She gonna help me. That way she can't complain. Cause we working together on building this empire. Yeah, you want this, you want that. Well, shit, baby, I want this and I want that too. So the only way we gonna get this is that we got to work together. We got to grind together. You on your grind, pull baby on into it. Fix baby's life where she's productive and you productive. Then y'all got a productive household. That stay-at-home housewife shit. That's some. I don't know where that shit came from. That ain't for us. That wasn't designed for us. The stay-at-home wife. That wasn't designed for us. We grinders. I'm grinding. Shit, the bitch grinding too. That's how we live it. I just guys want you to understand, man. Once you know who you are, all these conversations we having, all that shit, it's gonna fall right into place. It's gonna fall right into place because you being real. Being real is knowing who you are, what you got to win, and how I got to go about it. Yeah, I want to touch the sky, but in order to touch the sky, I got to build my own stairs, and I got to take them either one at a time, or I'm taking them 3 or 4 at a time. Either way, you got to start taking the steps. You got to make a move somewhere. You got to jump off the porch and do something. You just can't keep thinking about it. You just can't keep dreaming about it. Get up off your motherfucking ass and make your life complete. And the only way you're going to do that is by making your dreams come true. That's the only way. Ain't no other way. You got to start somewhere. Quit just talking about it and start doing it. I mean, man, how long do it take? How long you been on that funky ass motherfucking job? How long you been working that job? Don't you think you've been there long enough? Don't you think that you have enough of knowledge, from dragging your ass there every day, being there 8 hours? Don't you think that you didn't got enough knowledge and enough strength within yourself to be fed up with that shit and know, hey, it's time for me to do my own thing? Ain't it about that time, man? Man, check your motherfucking self. It's about that time, man. Quit thinking that you got to keep working for somebody else. You don't. You just being lazy. You just being thoughtless. You ain't even trying to create nothing. Create, motherfucker, create. You're not trying to create nothing. You're just going with the flow. Well, I guess this is my life. Working for this motherfucker 9 to 5 every day. I guess it's just my life. I guess this way my life gonna be. No. Stop with that giving up attitude. Stop with that shit right there. How about thinking, yeah, man, I'm gonna keep stacking. I'm gonna keep stacking on this motherfucker. I already got my plan in my head. I'm just gonna keep stacking on this motherfucker. As soon as I get my motherfucking money, I'm having my own business. You understand me? And say, man, it's all about you. But in order to have them thoughts, in order to even start this process, you got to know who you are. You got to know that can't damn motherfucker push my button and make me get off track. Cause I ain't built that way. I ain't built that way where you can think you can just verbally assassinate me and I'm gonna snap. No, no. I'm gonna ignore you, or I'm coming back with some doggone verbal information that's gonna make your motherfucking head spin. You're gonna have to go shake somebody else's tree because you can't fuck with this one. Because I got the knowledge. I will verbally assassinate you, motherfucker. Because I got the confidence to believe in myself. I got the confidence, to know that in my mind that I can leap tall buildings in a single bounce and land on my feet. I got it in my mind to know that I can look through muddy water and spot wide dry land. I believe in me. I know I can do it. Man, believe in yourself, man. Plan, prepare, and pop your life. This ain't even what I was gonna talk about, but then I just got to thinking about, how things is going. Like right now, prices is going up, everything going up, everything high. You know, people that's suffering, it's because they haven't positioned themselves right yet. If you position yourself right, I don't give a fuck what they come with. It might touch us a little bit, but it ain't gonna just wreck our whole household, and it's not gonna wreck our whole life. Okay, what's two things we can do with the broad and make money with her at the same time? Well, it depends on what you're doing with your life right now. That's the only way that I can answer that question. If I knew what you was doing right now, then I could give you a spinoff on that. What to do about that. Just like my trucking company. Started the trucking company and realized that the person who really makes the trucking company is a person who who uh, who's on the microphone, the person who's sending the truckers to their jobs. That's the key person. So what did I do with my broad? I had her take the school, and learn that part of the trucking. Saved me 10%. So I say, answering that question depends on what you do for a living. So let me go up here, man, and acknowledge all y'all that took your time out, man, to to uh, to come on here and kick it with me. Before I start that, I got to let you guys know that for those of you that haven't got the new book, there we go, 100% game for you, 29.95. Uh, I made up with I made up with Prime now, so with Amazon, so you can get the book on Amazon if you want to get and I think they take like 8 days to deliver it. So and I also have book one. I don't have book one with me. I could walk over to the counter and get it, but book one from the bottom to the penthouse. I know a lot of you guys. In order to read book two, you should really get book one because book two is a continuation of book one. It's autobiography, of my life. 30 years in the game with a whole lot of stories that I'm just getting started with. Interesting stories. Okay. And I also still have my game pieces available. I have 66 of them. So if you're interested, just hit me up. Okay. Um, who we got here, man? We got Billy Del Rey. We got RT, Leon Brooks, King J, West Adams, Stefan Wopovolsky. Okay, top of it, man. We got Black Love. We got Game Guy at Video Games. Hamilton K, Lester Walnuts. Uh, what's his name say? I'll come back to that one. Who else we got here? Hustling Web series promo page. Top of it to you, man. Uh, the Carl Michael, Linnaeus and things. We got Biggest Pimp. We got Slick Fit. We got Lames and things. Horseman. We got Real King. We got Kello. Tito. Status Boom X. We got Jack Thrill. Got Party Time. Sirism. Top of it, Sirism. What else we got here? We got Dre the Man. We got Dre. KB the Don, top of it, KB the Don. KB the Don got some great music out, man. You guys got to check this brother out, man. He be popping this shit, man. Top of it, that KB the Don. We got who else we got? The Giant King Kong. Who else we got here? I'm at to read some of the 100 Acre Wood. 100 Acre Woods. Hey, man, it's been a while, man. Top of it to you, man. I said the Giant King Kong. Michael Yambi. Yeah, you got to put that money to work, KB the Don, that's for sure. Just trying to get to all the guys that's on here that I missed. Well Protected, all Genex. I said Party Time. We got Work Boot. We got Dio Gutter Life. We got Don Coolio Swat. Don Coolio Swat, top of it to you, man. Black Wall Street, always a pleasure. Dr. Duncanstein, top of it to you, man. Who else we got here? Okay. Hey, man, I just want you guys to know I appreciate y'all taking the time out, man, to kick it with me. It's really been a pleasure, man. And like I said, got 66 new guys. I got one, two. I got 3 new game pieces out now. No, I got 2 new game pieces out now. Wait a minute. 2. Oh, I got 3 new game. Hey man, what I got 2 new game pieces. Oh, I got another game piece, a new game piece out now. Hey man, I got so much in my head, but I got another new game piece out now. So for those of you that got the first one, you know, you enjoyed it, I got another game piece out now, number 2. So hit me up on Facebook, Shantae Parker. Hit me up on IG. You know, hit me up on YouTube. Everything is Shantae Parker. So glasses up, man, and remember, man, keep believing in you and learn to control your motherfucking emotions. I'm out.